Ringing up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When we finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here once again, leaving yourself another daily message, like a broken record, as I have been doing since the end of October. Since the end of August. You're still refusing to disengage from me, and how exactly are you acting in my brother's best interest? Where previously you've told me quite clearly and categorically that we've got no intention of removing your brother from your care, and I believe that your brother's in the best place possible, namely in your care. And then all of a sudden you've abducted my brother now for over coming up to 10 months now, isn't it? It's 9 months and 25 days, or 299 days that you've kidnapped my brother from my care, and then subsequently removed the care home and proceeded to put sanctions upon myself from seeing my brother or having any contact with him by commissioning the service of West Yorkshire Police to put ludicrous and disproportionate bail conditions in place. I've now managed to speak to my brother last week from Thursday, and obviously he's telling me he's very distressed and isolated, and nobody's coming to visit him, and he's feeling very alarmed and distressed, and he's been complaining to me. So, why have you allowed this to happen? Why have you chosen to disengage from me, knowing the fact that your allegations were clearly fabricated and false, and under a manufactured contrivance, rather than having any basis in reality or the truth? I remind myself, this was back in August 2023, when the court cases were being pursued by your associates and by you, the local authorities proxy agent, namely Manningham Housing Association, who were equally acting very shady and acting as your agents in regards to my situation. You had worked very closely with the housing association to remove the premises in order to further target and victimize me. It's now been coming to be 10 months, and obviously my brother has certain inalienable rights which you're all denying him. He clearly does not lack mental capacity, irrespective of you utilizing the court procedure to achieve your objectives by commissioning the services of the judiciary. Now, the reality is that it is yourself that are being negligent by refusing to engage with me and holding my brother in such captive conditions. My brother should be at home with myself as his carer, nearest relative, next of kin, which are terms that I've asked you to clarify, which you're equally refusing to do so, saying that they are legal terms, and you're acting ignorant, that you don't know that I need to get a solicitor. I've obviously gone down this path many times. You can't expect me to be an idiot going down this doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That is a quintessential definition of madness or stupidity. You keep on buying off all my solicitors, you keep on buying off all the judges, you keep on buying off everybody in order to maintain the status quo on narrative, whilst at the same time there's clear human suffering and deprivation taking place in regards to my brother. You are instructing the care home, so they are acting as your proxy agents. They're not independent at all. If they were independent, they would not be taking directions and instructions from yourself. And this is just a repetition of what happened, nearly a decade ago, where the nursing home at the time of my big brother was equally taking instructions and directions from yourself. It's very difficult to maintain a relationship or independent relationship or an organic relationship or a natural relationship when one party is being taking instructions and receiving instructions from you, that seems to be the same thing across the board, isn't it? Not only are you giving instructions to the not only are you giving instructions to the care homes and nursing homes and the housing association and the doctors and the GPs and the police and the courts and the judges, but you're also giving direct instructions to my siblings to act and behave in a particular manner that serves your agenda and narrative. And it's all about promoting your own narrative over the cost of my brother's human life and our human suffering. I'm once again leaving yourself another daily message asking you to engage with me. It's now been 299 days, nearly 10 months that I've not seen my brother, and the fact that you're inviting me to a place which is I'm not fully sure that is what the legal bases are. There is still a police investigation being carried out against me, irrespective of the bail conditions being removed, and I fear for my own personal safety, because the bottom line is that you have done this in order to achieve your objectives. Nothing's lawful or legal. You've just simply come down, and I'm just reminding myself that you chose not to come down that day. one of your other agents came down, somebody I never met before, in order to antagonize me, in order to facilitate your objectives of abducting my brother, because now all of a sudden all you've managed to tick all your boxes, but the price that you've paid is that tick box exercise that you've run is tainted with blood of murder and violence that you've committed against us. And once again, I'm leaving yourself a daily message. If you are open and transparent and truthful, why would you, the local authority, choose to hide behind the corporate veil and give dictates and instructions to me about how I should conduct myself, when the reality is that it is all yourself that are trying to cover up your own systemic failures? And obviously, I'm leaving yourself a daily message. I've told you the charges and the cost associated with it, all of which you seem to be ambivalent and ignorant of, deliberately being ignorant of, stating that you're a local authority and we should, everybody should, demanding everybody respect your authority. What authority have you got now when you're torturing and murdering my family members? My brother's clearly been tortured. How exactly has this promoted my brother's health and well-being, where you've taken him from a loving, caring family, a home environment, and put him into an institution so you can take control and dominance of the situation? It's completely horrendous and ridiculous.
You have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
It's completely horrendous and ridiculous that you choose to act and behave in a manner that's completely unprofessional and tyrannical and controlling and evil. That's the bottom line of it. And my brother's suffering as a consequence, and I insist on speaking to either yourself or somebody more senior. It's taken over 9.5 months, nearly 10 months for us to get to this situation. And what
Sorry, your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record. Message sent.